Hi, I'm Tracy Neal, the founder and the sales guy for I Sell Beer. Today we're talking about a new feature for PODS. PODS stands for Points of Distribution. And it's very customary in our industry to set incentives, MBOs, PFPs, or KPIs around getting new points of distribution in your marketplace. But now we've teamed up with Encompass so we can make PODS even better. You see, the blind spot on our existing PODS program was that you didn't know if it was a new placement or not. Sales reps could take pictures of SKUs out at retail, and maybe it was a SKU that had been there forever. So we had wholesalers and distributors across the country telling us that they were marrying up the RAS report and the I Sell Beer report to, number one, verify that it was a new SKU, and number two, verify that it made it to the shelf. So here's your new feature, and we call it Encompass Integrated PODS. For those of our customers who use Encompass, we're going to set up what's called an API. And that means the Encompass computer is going to talk to our computer. And it's going to run a report every day that says, show me all the new SKUs that have been delivered to accounts this month, but who have not been sold in the last 90 days. And if you choose to go back 4 months, you can do that too. It's then going to populate these SKUs into the app. Let me show you. So here's screen number one. This is where the sales rep will check into the account. Once they check in the account, they're going to go to this screen, which is screen number two. As you can see, there are 4 items that have been delivered to this account this month who were not previously purchased in the last 3 months. So they qualify as a new pod. But we want to make sure that these SKUs are not sitting on the backroom floor. We want to make sure they get to the shelf. So the sales rep can actually select this SKU, and then they're asked to take a picture of it on the shelf. When they take a picture of it, then they go to what kind of placement is it? We have 3 different types of placements. There's a cooler door placement, there's an open shelf placement like you might find in a grocery store, and there are special placements. Once they select the type of placement, then they're going to be able to say where it's at in the door. In this example of a C-store cooler door, you can see on the left-hand side we've got the handle, and on the right-hand side we have the hinge. If your handle and hinge happen to be the opposite, you can hit these little arrows at the top and it'll flip it. We've then placed these fake 6-pack bottles on 4 different shelves. Each shelf has a numerical value to it, and of course, being closer to the handle will create a higher rate of sale than being closer to the hinge for any package. The sales rep will simply select the nearest and best location that represents what's happening in the real trade. On the next screen, the sales rep will select how many facings. It could be 1 if it's a single serve, it could be 3 if it's a 6-pack going long ways, or it could be 4 if it's a 12-pack going long ways. Either way, they select how many facings this new SKU has. On the next screen, we're going to ask the sales rep to give us the pricing. You can see we could collect pricing in 5 different modes here, right? The default mode at the top is going to be what is this per single unit. But if there's a BOGO special for buy one, get one, or a 3-fer, or a 2-fer, or maybe there's a rebate or coupon, you can use that to collect pricing as well. Once they hit enter on this screen, they're at the summary screen for this account. If they have more pods in this existing account, they can select the plus pod and go through the cycle again. Or they can click done if this is the only new pod in this account. When they select done, as with all of our surveys, the system will reduce the photo size so it doesn't take up a lot of space on the device and send it up to the cloud. Now, let me go back to the very first screen and explain a couple things. Once they've checked in, and you can see there are 4 items here, at the bottom there are 2 items that are checked. Those are items that have been confirmed on the shelf this month, and you'll notice the date there as well. While the date on the upper items represents the delivery date of the SKU, the date on the bottom items represents the date that they were confirmed on the shelf. We will collect these 2 dates in 2 different columns on the enterprise portal so that you can see what the difference is and how long it's taking for your products to get delivered and on the shelf. Because that's one of the key values for PODS. We're going to help your new points of distribution get from the back room to the shelf even faster. Now let me show you one other screen. Remember here where I showed door, open shelf, and special? Well, an open shelf is pretty self-explanatory. It's a grocery shelf. But the special one, let me show you what that looks like. When they click on special, you can see these are some special points of distribution. Things like a cart rail, or a suction rack, or a bin, or maybe if it's even an on-premise location like back bar. But this is where you can have special points of distribution that you're tracking. So that's our new pods. We hope you like it, and we do too. We're really excited to be partnering with Encompass on this, and we think that by bringing that RAS information into the system, we're giving a lot more value to you and your reps, saving everybody time and helping everybody sell more beer. Feel free to share this video with your sales reps or any distributors who you think might benefit from it. And in the meantime, thank you for making us your partner in execution, and together, let's sell more beer.